A massive discharge of energy shook the Trollheim Mountains, the battle-scarred province where stood the altar of the Crimson Harvest and the Tower of Crack. Yet it was no incursion that the accompanying gash in reality spat out, but the Unbound, with the triumphant Mal'gamoth at their head. The tireless Demon Prince wasted no time, setting forth on a hunt as soon as his flesh materialized. He hungered. For all that his power had grown in the realms of chaos, there was nothing quite like devouring the soul of a living mortal. It was fortunate, then, that Kislevite armies still congregated near the Tower of Crack. The forces of the Ice Court were unprepared for the ferocious attack of the returned prince. Invigorated by the power of the ether, Mal'gamoth and his sorcerers called forth great magics, raining fire and glass from the skies, scorching and lacerating the beleaguered Kislevites. Decimated, demoralized, the mortals were swiftly routed and slain. Forward scouts from other Ice Court hosts had observed the battle, concluding that they were utterly outmatched by the Demon Prince. Thus, using the deaths of their comrades as cover, the Kislevite forces bypassed Mal'gamoth's battle site. Again they attacked the Tower of Crack, the bastion that had frustrated them so, in a desperate ploy to do some actual damage. They were met by a Herald of Slaanesh, curiously the only Slaaneshi in a sea of Tzeentch demons, but powerful enough to command them all. On a battlefield entirely bereft of her sisters, the demonette feasted alone on the raw extremes of emotion of the entire battlefield. Their commander growing more powerful by the minute, the defending forces refused to give ground. The Kislevites suffered through relentless bombardment by blue Tzeentch fire, only to be brought to a standstill. In the end, though they brought great power to bear, the Kislevites were unable to break through into the city proper. Their forces exposed on all sides, even their path of entry barred by enemies, they were ultimately destroyed. As the Demon Prince made his return to the tower on the heels of the Kislevites, he was greeted by an unfamiliar presence among the victorious defenders. Chaos, it called itself, as it bent low in a delicate, courtly bow. An exalted greater demon, it spoke of the great ecstasy experienced by the Slaaneshi herald that had commanded the defenders. It was enough to summon it, this keeper of secrets, though of course it had to subsume the demonette in the moment of her triumph. Such delights, Kygast assured Mal'gamoth, were better placed in the hands of one more experienced, and if Mal'gamoth could deliver, the keeper would serve. It was all a charade, of course. Kygast's true name remained hidden to all but Slaanesh, and to wrest control from the Prince of Perversions, Mal'gamoth would have to learn it himself. Until then, this new servant would need watching. What up, my freaks? RuinousInsight here with part lucky number 13 of my Total Warhammer 3 Mal'gamoth the Faithless narrative campaign. So I really liked your guys' comments about what to do with regards to Kygast, the former Helakish over here, Felakish rather, Helakish, and I've sort of combined them, as you can probably tell, in the intro. I do like the idea that, narratively speaking, everything shouldn't be a win, like the gods will probably try to oppose Mal'gamoth in some way, or maybe even not even necessarily the gods, but other greater demons or demon princes and such. So it does, to me, feel like it makes sense to have at least something related to each god. I don't think the constant, non-stop fighting might be a Khornate thing, but maybe that's how Khorne shows his love. So who the heck knows? Otherwise, we have some things that we need to take care of. First of all, the Slaaneshi contingent is still here. I don't necessarily want to fight with them, so if we can get a nice ooh, wait, you will like the military access, eh? I do wonder, I want to try something. We really need this damn settlement, but there's probably no easy way to get it from them. What if we offer you military access and we offer to join your war against the exiles? I just want to test this, test the waters here. Trade settlement, Forbidden Citadel. Minus 38.5, yeah, that's not gonna fly. What if we give you the Altar of Spawns? Wow, really? So you basically want 2 settlements for the price of 1, eh? Oh, wait, you can't trade more than 1 settlement at a time? Well, that's just stupid. Okay, well then it's very unlikely that we'll be able to, but hey, who knows, maybe someday. Let's give you military access for now, I guess, and ask you for some cash. If we already have the non-aggression pact, why not get the military access? Okie dokie. Now that that's done, we have some other problems. First of all, I noticed that there was this little rogue army here, and it looks pretty strong. I mean, we can't know what's in here, but judging by the fact that it has a bunch of man-eaters are considerably more threatening for some crazy reason than ogre bulls. And the only reason I call it a crazy reason is because they were kind of garbage in the second game, especially man-eaters with ogre pistols, but hey, we'll see, I guess. Huh, why is their income so cheap? Is this because it's a rogue army and it's because the AI is cheating? Because I'm pretty sure they shouldn't be paying 60 money for a unit of man-eaters with ogre pistols or otherwise. Now, we'll have to respond to this. The question is, where are you gonna attack? Because it looks like he's facing this way, but he's nearest to the Bay of Blades. Okay, you know what? First of all, let's have Warfiend march stance over here to the Bay of Blades, and then we'll probably make a temporary lord right here. We had to have some stuff recruited anyway to put into various armies, so we might as well pick that up. Also, what if they lose? How long would it take Mal'gamoth to get here? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4... like 4 turns. Now, I did want to send Mal'gamoth to Doomkeep to get some Heartseekers or Fiends of Slaanesh, so that might be an option. I guess we'd replace the Warhounds in this, or the Fleshhounds of Khorne in this particular situation. I mean, I'm reasonably confident that Kygast can hold the ground here in the Tower of Crack against like a little attack from a bunch of Kislevites, especially as we've held this already, though it is already hurt. I'm just thinking whether we try to send Mal'gamoth to try to kill those forces, or whether we try to march him all the way back here to deal with this. I mean, it really depends on what he attacks. If he attacks Doomkeep, Doomkeep will be able to defend itself against pretty much anything. I mean, it's a Longship Graveyard that's under threat. Bay of Blades, you'll be able to hold Warfiend. Yeah, you know what? I'm not that worried. Let's just in case get a lord here and recruit some stuff, and we'll send it out. Now, as for the type of lord, we go for Herald of Nurgle or Herald of Tzeentch. Does it really matter? Now, if we get a Herald of Nurgle, for example. Wow, Nurgle can get cunning. That's so useless. Enables poison attacks. Thanks. But I was thinking you should start with a bound Spirit Leech, shouldn't you? Which might be useful against enemy ogres and tyrants, possibly more so than the other stuff. I mean, the Herald of Tzeentch would start with a Searing Doom, right? How useful would it be against ogres? Probably not that useful. Well, hard to say. Strategist, we could get blue and pink Fire of Tzeentch with you, but that is also probably not that good. And you would get the Stream of Corruption, which is not a lot of damage, but it is poison to everybody. I don't know. Perhaps we go with you. You can't really fight in melee, but a repeated cast of Searing Doom might be worthwhile by themselves. Alright, let's go with you. Miscast chance reduction for Lord's armies. Sure, we're probably going to delete you after this anyway. I just want you to defend. Also, wait, 1300 208. You're the cheapest of these. Oh, I kind of don't like that. That makes me nervous. Who's the most expensive? It's the Nurgle ones, the Heralds of Nurgle. Alrighty, let's summon a temporary Herald of Nurgle then. And we're gonna go with this guy, the Cunning guy. It's useless, but I want that Spirit Leech then. Go here. This may be completely unnecessary, but who knows. Also, oh, you could get Furies from this. They are cheap, and we gotta fill out Warfiend's army with something to send him up here to deal with the Bjornling, so we might as well get whatever we can while defending from these guys at the same time. So let's do that, and then let's give you a couple of Plague Bearers. Oh, we could give you Hellstriders. Your anti-large, which would help against the ogres. Yeah, but then again, We also would like to use the Plague Bearers to hold the ground. How well would they hold the ground against the ogres? Well, that's That's the question, isn't it? Outstriders might be the better pickup, you know what? Especially to combine with the Furies to run around and hit the enemy in the back while they do stuff. Let's try that. Also, 750 versus 510. These guys are cheaper, so we can save the money on this. Yeah. Okay, let's go with that. We'll see how it works out. Now, you are going to be here, so even if this guy does attack, he'll draw out the garrison and fight together, so I think we'll be able to win that, and not too concerning. Now, let's see if there's any upgrades to make, and it does not look like there are. I suppose we could get this growth building here. But do we need to? If anything, I'm kind of tempted to delete it. We could just build a growth building in the Greyling Moot or something. We could replace this with a public order building because the control here is kind of low. Also, we could probably reduce the growth and change it to, let's say, either extol Slaanesh for the extra control or for the extra money. You know what, let's go for the money. We need money more than anything right now. The extra growth doesn't do much for us here anymore. I'll hold off on this, though. You are already... Wait, not you. You are already making money, correct? Yeah, you're already making money. Okay. Well then, Mal'gamoth, it's been decided. You are going to start marching... Oh wait, you can barely move. Let's put you into ambush then. And let's hope that this guy gets nearer. Alrighty, well that's about it then. It would be nice if we could try to get you to... Oh man, there's a lot of heroes here. And we don't have a lot of our own heroes. Oh well. Unassigned skill points and stuff, we'll skip that. Let's end the turn and let's proceed. I hope I didn't forget anything. Scarbrand, you're weak and pathetic, so no. Whatever it is, no. You have 2 settlements. And as I recall, not much of an army as well. Ooh, also between the episodes, I did take a look at the final levels of what we can pick up. What is this? A Thirst Slaked, upkeep reduction. Oh yeah, we've gotten this before for Slaanesh units. Swell. Between the episodes, what I was saying is I took a look at the various demonic glory upgrades that we can get for dedicating ourselves to one of the gods, and it seems to me that Undivided is probably the way to go. One, you don't suffer any diplomatic relation reduction with anybody, but more importantly, the sets that you can pick out here, if we choose to pick out a set. The Armored Prince of Chaos gives physical resistance plus 15% for the entire army and 20 armor for the entire army. Whereas the Khorne, Nurgle, and Slaanesh sets, they all only give buffs directly to those Khornate units, like here, spell resistance and armor for Bloodletters. And who cares? Because we're not going to have that many Bloodletters in this army, right? The same thing goes for all of these guys, except for Tzeentch. Tzeentch is the other one that has a good set, and that good set is the Jeweled Prince of Chaos, which gives a 10% ward save and a little bit of spell resistance to the entire army. I don't know why Tzeentch is so much better than the other 3 gods, but that's the way it is. Maybe it's fate, because Mal'gamoth is a former Tzeentchian demon, so who knows. But yeah, it seems like you're better off just going for an Undivided thing anyway. Plus, it's more fun to use various things. Now, Mal'gamoth, you are, I guess, going to stay... Oh, you can attack this guy in a second. Okay, well, that's swell. We will do that. I want to keep an eye on... Okay, well, that didn't answer my question as to where you're going. You could still go to either one. Okay, well, it looks like Warfiend, you're going to go here. And I guess you're going to stay here and defend? Huh. What if this guy sieges? Then we... Are you going here? Damn it, I wonder if we need to recruit more units or not. This is really unclear to me. It seems like because this guy's facing this way, I think the AI has orders, like, I've seen that thing where you can see AI move from, like, here all the way to here, and just judging by the way he's facing, it feels to me like he's going for Longship Graveyard, but it also feels to me like he'll be able to attack this in one turn, which means recruiting is pointless. Just in case, I'm going to build some Nurglings. Just in case. Alright, let's also give you some items, shall we? Because if you're going to fight... Wow, but there's basically no items. I guess we can give you the Potion of Toughness. Wait, what does Warfiend have? Oh, he has a Talisman of Protection. Yeah, alright, let's give you the Potion of Toughness. Featherfoot Torque does nothing for you. Have an Ether Blade, have an Armor of Silvered Steel, and, well, just try not to die, I guess. Attrition Suffered does nothing. Drill Master does nothing. Well, I guess you can have a temporary Drill Master. We're going to delete you soon anyway. Income from sacking settlements. Man, yeah, we have, like, no items and ancillaries in this campaign. It's so weird. Once again, probably because of the, that you acquire them, with Mal'gamoth's army not getting them because, well, he can't, I guess. He can't use them. You also have a level up. Let's get you, I guess, kill, because I want that extra melee defense, especially since you're on the Juggernaut and probably need it. And go for kill. Go figure, right? And this is level 13? Okay, well, we'll get to it. We'll get to it in the meantime. What else we have to get to is having Mal'gamoth strike at this little Kissel fight for us. Go. He's probably going to back off. Let's see if he can back off enough to run away from us. And... possibly. Nope, not enough. You're screwed. You're going to have to fight us, and we are going to Vanguard deployed now. Do we make this a cinematic battle? Yeah, why not? Why not? I mean, I do imagine we'll also have another cinematic battle against the ogres there, but who knows? What if they siege and then we'll have Warfiend attack? Or what if they go for Warfiend's army, in which case I'll get destroyed? We'll see. Alright, well, in terms of the enemy's chances here, let's agree that they're not very high. Simply our army versus their army, but at the very least we could try out our exalted pink horrors here, see how much damage they do. And oh, looks like Mal'gamoth's being targeted by a lot of these range units. I did summon those units of blue horrors out of that Chaos Gate just to distract the enemy. Once again, those Griffin Legion units are damn glorious, and there we go, we got those hits coming in from the Pink Horrors, or the Exalted Pink Horrors, and now I'm going to be curious to see how much damage they deal by the end of the battle. Now, though Mal'gamoth was getting targeted by a few things, he looks to be pretty okay here, losing about, I don't know, 10 to 15% HP damage, but that's obviously not that kind of not a big concern. Now, another thing that makes this battle a very easy one for us is the fact that once again we have an all-army Vanguard deployment, so there's really not much they could do about this, especially as they've got a lot of ranged reliance and we have far too many units that are going to close the distance super fast and kill all of their poor ranged units. There we go, we got some Plague Drones coming in, together with the Flesh Hounds right there. Then we've got the Hellstriders, or not Hellstriders, the Seekers, the regular Seekers coming in as well. And it looks like this flank is going to collapse very, very quickly. As we can see, those Kossars are already on the way to their graves. Now, the Winged Lancer is going to charge into our Flesh Hounds and our Plague Drones to try to counteract that. But the Bloodletters are here. We did keep them in the woods, as you do want to be careful about the Bloodletters since they're pretty darn fragile, surprisingly, despite being minions of Khorne. But that's okay, because now they're free to attack while the enemy's range units are tied up and kill those Winged Lancers and possibly those Ice Guard units as well back here. Now, there's also another pile of Griffin Legion, I keep forgetting the names of the units. There's two on the field, I think, right? There's Warbear Riders over here. Oh, wait, no, these are Kossovite Dervishes. Okay, so I guess it's just one. I just saw that they had a lot of cab, but I couldn't remember how much exactly. Oh, no, wait, it is two. I'm not crazy. Oh, no, wait, it isn't. Winged Lancers, Griffin Legion, Kossovite Dervishes, and Warbear Riders. Oh, there's two Winged Lancers. Okay, there we go. But they have one of each cav, essentially. Cute for them, cute for them. Anyway, these guys are going to get attacked by Viditas, our Alurus, as well as his Blood Shrine. We'll see how well they can do against them, though generally speaking, well, Chariots versus Cav is not super advantageous to us, but hey, at least some of these Cav are getting shot up by our Horrors. There you go. Although we are targeting range units with them primarily. Also, in the meantime, while this was all happening, and I completely forgot about this, Mal'gamoth quickly went in and killed the enemy Ice Witch over here, slash Frost Maiden, just because I obviously didn't want them casting stuff, and now he's angrily chasing down this little Grom. And there we go. And don't need any of that. Now, usually we've built Mal'gamoth out to essentially be an infantry blender with, oh man, the arc on that is pretty damn nice. An infantry blender to be used in blobs of enemies, but in this particular situation, there was no one to really send to kill that that unit, that Frost Maiden, thus it was best to use Mal'gamoth to do it. Now let's check back on the battle. It looks like the enemy is in pretty bad shape, and we are in pretty good shape. Nobody's really all that hurt. This flank is already collapsed, and it's just the Ice Guard holding us off. The Bloodletters have moved on and are essentially going to reinforce the center over here, possibly to help out Viditas, who is now surrounded by a bunch of units, plus the enemy Boyar, which might mean quite a bit of damage towards our chariot. Otherwise, we've lost, what, 70 units, and they've lost a lot more. About 800. Okay, well, good luck to them. And good job. I like that the Pink Horrors, or the Exalted Pink Horrors, do seem to be dishing out quite a bit of damage here. There we go. And I do like their bombardments. Very nice. I wish I could combine a unit of Pink Horrors, or Exalted Pink Horrors, with a unit of Salamanders, just to watch all the fireworks. I feel like Tzeentch would love would love Salamanders. Their attacks are so lovely. Plus, they're fiery. There we go. Get me a Tzeentch plus a Lizardman rogue army, I guess. Alrighty, and let's see how we're doing here. Looks like the battle is just about over. The enemy Ice Guard are dead, having been completely surrounded by all of our fast-moving units here. Probably an unnecessary amount of them, but honestly, it doesn't really matter because it's a pretty trivial battle at the end of the day, especially for Mal'gamoth. And there we go. Enemy army is going to rout. Looks like our horrors are trying to fire on the enemy Boyar. And then he runs. I was hoping to see some of the horrors take some shots at him, but I guess he's just going to escape. Bear runs straight for those woods, and there we go. Since the army moved, oh, there we go. They shoot him, but since the army moved already, it's dead, right? We don't actually need to chase anything down, do we? Oh, right, but we do want to stay here and heal up. Though we took minor amounts of damage, we can use the Locus of Fecundity and the Fleshy Abundance to heal up our entire force nearly to full. There we are, and all those units that got hurt are basically at full now, so a really trivial battle in that regard then. Alright, well that was easy enough, especially after that post-battle heal from the counter. Mal'gamoth didn't do nearly as much damage as he usually does, mostly because he went after that particular Frost Maiden that the enemy had. Otherwise, it looks like we got a fairly decent amount of kills and damage out of our Seekers. The Pink Horrors did okay each. The Chaos Warriors, as usual, held the line quite nicely, and I was actually impressed with the Bloodletters in this particular battle as well. Iridescent Horror basically did nothing, which is certainly a possible reason not to have it in the army, especially as we have better casts available to us. So it's certainly something I will swap out eventually once we get other units. Now, in terms of glory, I guess we have the least of Nurglite glory. Oh no, wait, we have the least of Slaaneshi glory. All right, Slaanesh it is. There you go. And down goes that army, and you, Mal'gamoth, are going to keep moving forward, buddy. Oh, you can't actually move forward anymore. Well, that's fine. You're going to go and sack Fort Strogoth next. We will also, I was about to say level you guys up, but honestly, it's probably not needed. Not really worried about Mal'gamoth's army, though we do need to get Mal'gamoth back to Doomkeep to get some units built. I suppose what we could do is we could use Kygast for that purpose, though it's probably likely that Kastalthan's going to sail out for the Altar of the Crimson Harvest again, and if Warfiend isn't there to defend it, that's going to be kind of a problem. In fact, in that light, perhaps we start moving Kygast over to Black Gulch. We can send him back to the Tower of Crack afterwards if we need to, but if we don't, he could either recruit here or move to the Altar of the Crimson Harvest as well as we require. Now, what else do we have to do this turn? Doesn't look like much. Let me take a quick look at diplomacy. You'll see we got Clan Molder and Bjornling. Unless Bjornling are willing to become our vassals, which are pretty... yeah, 15.9 is actually not bad. Oh, wow. Exiles is almost almost to the point of being vassalized, but it looks like they're willing to rather die than do so. Bjornling won't even military ally with us, though they will defensive ally, and yeah, that's about it. Almost military access with the oracles, which might be worthwhile. But yeah, look how few factions we have that we can actually get any kind of diplomacy going. I guess it's all total war up in here. Go figure. Alrighty, well, let's skip the rest of this. There's buildings to upgrade, but it's pointless. And let's see whether Longship Graveyard, Bay of Blades, or Doomkeep is the target of Mr. Folk. Oh wow, we can actually see the army now, and damn. Okay, wow, this is more powerful than I was expecting. I was expecting some Nobblers or something in here, but it looks like it's all man. Damn, that's a lot of man-eaters. Well, that's not good. 50 armor, 41, 51. Those are some solid, absolutely solid stats. Alrighty, well, we'll have to try to figure out a way to deal with this. Is it... Well, it's not a problem for Warfiend nonetheless, I think, because between the garrison and his own forces, he'll be okay. This is kind of problematic, and even Doomkeep, I think, might be problematic, although I suppose with its level 4 garrison, the improved towers will destroy the enemy if he decides to hit here. Although I just want to point out, look at how garbage the garrison is from this. 1 Plague Bearer, Bloodletter, Demonette, and Pink Horror each. And that's it. This is a level 4 garrison. I guess what we're really paying for is the improved tower projectiles, but still, that's pretty pathetic when you can't garrison with more than some than 4 pretty basic units. Yeah, kind of disappointing there. But oh well, not a big deal. We'll see who he goes for. Well, actually, we'll see it right now, because... Yeah, go. Hey, we got a bunch of world events. Avian Plate Armor. Barrier, Gannis Golden Hounds, Glittering Robe. None of this is probably usable by us for now. Nah. Alrighty, where are you gonna go, Fulg? Is the direction you're facing a good indication of where you were planning to attack? Well, that, kind of unclear. Let's see. Take the Howling Chalice. Diplomatic relations with Cornate factions, Slaneshi factions, Nurglish factions, or Tzeentchian factions. Let's try Tzeentchian factions for now. Fulg has not moved. Okay, well, we got more Nurglings here. Well, oh, he's building another army. Okay, well, that's kind of a problem. Damn it. Mal'gamoth, I think you might need to get back here. Because we can't kill that guy in the field and he's gonna annoy us. Okay, fine. We're gonna use this opportunity to come back, kill this guy, and then generate some Fiends of Slaanesh or Heartseekers out of Doomkeep. I was gonna sack this, but oh well. At least we still have positive income. Also, this means that Kygas, you need to move back to the Tower of Crack because somebody needs to be here to defend it. Unfortunately. Alrighty, there you go. Might build you some units afterwards as well, man. That's unfortunate as hell. Oh well. Anything we can do about this? No, it doesn't look like it. Why you gotta be like that, Fulg? I was hoping you'd attack. We can't just leave him here. That's the thing. Especially if he threatens, I was about to say Doomkeep. Well, at the very least, you got to recruit some units that you're just going to hand over to Warfiend after. Get yourself some Plague Bearers. If he's gonna keep allowing this... Oh man, I could have actually recruited some more Furies for you. Although, to be fair, Warfiend probably doesn't need that many Furies. He already has some, and a bunch of Fleshhounds. At least he'll have a really mobile army. But yeah, I mostly want cheaper units, though the Plague Bearers are not cheap. I'd really prefer some Chaos Warriors of Khorne over the Plague Bearers, but we can't build them. At least for now. We gotta get a Khornate main building, or a Tzeentchian main building, some kind of main building. Anyway, let's skip the rest of this, and, well, I guess we'll see where he goes now, since we can't do anything about it. Warfiend can't attack him in the field, not with an army like this. Go. I wonder how long it's going to take him to recruit stuff in his second army. At the very least, it's plagued up. Hopefully it transfers the plague to the other army. Oh, damn, I should have changed the plague type of this defending force. Which I guess we gotta do now. Okay, well, you got your Plague Bearers now. We're still positive, though just barely. Change from leadership to cause terror. Ogres are not immune to psychology, are they? Oh, they are immune to psychology. Well, that makes this useless. Then change this to... Well, Vanguard deployment for Nurgle units, thanks, useless. Actually, wait, not so useless, never mind. It's Nurgle armies. Okay, you know what, I guess we'll go for Bowel Steep for the leadership then. Not much of a choice. Huh, I wonder if we'd be able to build those Heartseekers here and then just transfer them to Mal'gamoth rather than having him sit here. That would be nice. Nakari's sailing past us, or at least whoever, the Lurking Despoiler, whoever his little minion is here. Alrighty, well, if Mal'gamoth's gonna go over there, we might as well build him some stuff, so you. Now the question is Fiends or Heartseekers? I had this problem in the other campaign as well. And because I really like them both. Let's go for Heartseekers for now, because I mean, Mal'gamoth has been using his regular Seekers, and he's been getting a lot of good mileage out of them. Also, this will put us very much negative, as these guys cost 300 each. Damn, wait, how much do Fiends cost? They're a little bit cheaper at 283, but not that much cheaper. They're a little bit more tanky than the Heartseekers are, though. Just go for Heartseekers for now, we'll see. I mean, half of this army is going to get deleted. I mean, well, these are going to go to Warfiend, probably the Hellstriders as well, though I would delete them to get to Mal'gamoth better stuff. I guess we'll see. Doomkeep and Greylingmoot. Okay, Greylingmoot's now ready, which means more cash out of you. We'll also get you that Demonic Locust. Ooh, we should be careful about the money, though. Can you get more money via any method here? And this gives you income generated plus 300, the Baroque Pavane, if we can get a bunch of control. So we could build this, as well as the control building then. And that's about it. Oh man, but, well, I guess Doomkeep is the one that's going to generate forces for us, so we don't technically need to build another Suneshi building here, although I would like to eventually get the one that gives us... Oh wait, Soul Grinder is out of the same tree, beautiful. Then we don't have to care about that. Okie dokie, well then control building it is. Okay, now we just have to get a massive amount of control. Now here's the question, is Doomkeep able to build similar stuff? You are also able to build the Pavane, yes? That's another 300 income, ooh. Yeah, okay, well that tells me control... Well, actually our control is actually pretty good here. Okay, so it is rising. Nice. Nice, well done, Doomkeep. We can keep doing what we're doing there. Warfiend and Co., I guess you're staying here then still. What a weird little frickin' rogue army, man. It's kind of annoying because we can't afford a second army right now. Anyway, let's end the turn. Let's proceed with Mal'gamoth. Man, watch the bear roar before we're done with this. Also, I'm willing to bet the Kislevite forces are going to come back soon and attack us. I see some heroes moving. There's a witch hunter down there. Aha, that's a full stack, or at least it looks like it. Oh, they attacked. Oh, thank you, game. Thank you. Because now we, I guess we don't technically have to move all the way here with Mal'gamoth. Now, can we seduce anything? Wow, ogres are expensive as hell to seduce. Damn. Also, man-eaters with ogre pistols are more expensive than lead belchers? I gotta say, I'm surprised. I'd rather have a lead belcher unit in my army, but that's maybe just me. I suppose... I'm actually really curious about these guys, because they were just the worst, just the biggest pile of trash in the in Warhammer 2, but I guess we'll see. Anyway, I guess we gotta make this a cinematic battle. Huh, alright. Should be a fun time. Alrighty, I am pretty damn excited for this particular battle, in part because I don't have any man-eaters currently in my Greasus Goldtooth campaign. Because they start at tier 3, unless I'm mistaken, so they're tier 3, 4, and 5? Or is it 2, 3, 4... I don't know, but they're much higher tier than Ogre Bulls and even Iron Guts. Yeah, I think the basic Man-Eaters are at the same level as the Iron Guts, and it's not surprising that even the basic Man-Eaters that have a fairly nice stats, 40, 42, 110, plus that 40 armor, and then it gets even better with Man-Eaters with Iron Fists, great weapons. I'm also very curious to see how effective the Man-Eaters with Ogre Pistols will be, once again, as I was talking about earlier. Now, in terms of the setup here, obviously, we have unbuffed garbage units. by and large. We don't really have anything all that great for defending. I think the Chaos Warriors of Khorne might be the best unit that we have, and considering they're recruited from, I think, a tier 1 building, though they are a tier 2 unit, that's, well, it's a little bit awkward. Now, let's take a look at what we've got in terms of the setup here. Obviously, we can't fight the enemy outright because we'd get obliterated, and we have to maximize our use of both swift-moving units as well as choke points. Now, there are 3 enemy forces that are attacking us. One here with a pair of Ogre Pistols, a unit of Spawn, and a couple Man-Eaters, as well as the Lead Belchers, which are over on this side, and only 4 units, or 5 units rather, 4 units of Ogres and 1 of Chaos Warriors on this side, and then lastly the main enemy force. Obviously we have both of our heroes as well as the vast majority of our forces at the main gate here, or gates, or location where they will try to attack us, whereas this portion of the field I decided to completely abandon. And the reason that I figured that this would be better is because we could use our 2 units of Plague Bearers to hold the high ground here and over here, wherein they would have to A, approach this, which would take a while we were fighting, and B, it would allow us to essentially concentrate the rest of our units on destroying these 2 forces. Now, I decided that we take all of our Hellstriders, which are fortunately anti-large, and try to pit them against the enemy Lead Belchers and Ogre Pistols here, while the rest of the main melee troops move in. That includes those Chosen, which are also pretty damn scary. 120 armor, silver shields, 46 and 60 on those stats. Yeah, these are going to be extremely tough to kill. The poor Lead Belchers are only 26, but they are ranged units after all. Yeah, those Chaos Warriors have much greater melee defense than any of the other ogres. Speaking of other ogres, it looks like they're moving past here, and the plan is essentially to draw them past us a little bit, then sally all of these guys out, and I am keeping the Nurglings in front of everybody, both on this side and this side, to A, poison the enemy and send to absorb some of those hits. It's a pretty neat little setup in my opinion. And the reason, or the plan here is once again to draw these guys in, sally out, force them to face this way, and then hit them with these demon nets, as well as possibly all of these furies that are waiting all the way back here. Let's see if it works out. Alrighty, there we go, and it looks like the enemy turned by themselves, or perhaps they got attacked by one of the Nurglings, and that was enough to turn the entire unit. Also, speaking of the towers that we have on the field, I decided to go with all basic towers and essentially fill the entire settlement with as many of them as possible. Oh, and it looks like the Man-Eaters actually want to charge in and fight our Demon Nets directly, interestingly enough, and damn, that charge was not too bad. Although it looks like they're at least partially engaged already over here. We obviously don't want our Demon Nets fighting them directly, as we can see just how much damage has been dealt to them already. Fortunately, this looks to be a nice enough blob of our units to hold all of these Man-Eaters back, and damn, that's a lot of Man-Eaters. They're Man-Eaters, not Demon Eaters. Why are they even here? Damn. We only have like 1 unit of mortal followers, and you know they're Chaos Warriors of Khorne, so they may not be quite that mortal anymore. Although they're they're working on it. Anyway, we also have our 1 unit of ranged man. I would have killed to have like 3 or 4 units of blue horrors here. This would have made this battle so much easier if we could have had a bunch of ranged units, or maybe even pink horrors, firing into this blob all while this was happening. Unfortunately, we will run out of ammo pretty quick, as within like 20 seconds or whatever, we're already down by 25% of our ammo. A shame, but something we're gonna have to, well, as usual, overcome. Looks like first of the enemy units of Man-Eaters are coming in to try to attack our Plague Bearers. All the while, the enemy units of Lead Belchers are about to be hit by all of our Striders. Plus these chariots. Honestly, the chariots are completely useless in this particular battle. They will do nothing against the ogres, and the only units that they could conceivably harm would be that unit of Chaos Warriors of Khorne, and even then I kind of doubt it. And there we go, just like that, the units of Lead Belchers are quickly, extremely quickly overrun and destroyed. I mean, anti-large combined with the fact that they have only 26 melee defense means that they die fairly quickly. However, the same does not go for the Man-Eaters with Ogre Pistols. They have 40 armor and a full 42 melee defense, despite having pistols. I mean, they do still have those swords after all. So they're going to actually put up a fight here. We are going to have to try to surround them, flank them, hit them in the center. I'm actually going to move away the Hellstriders of Slaanesh at the same time, and then hit them with a fresh unit, all while attacking them. While this is all happening, we're going to use the Seeker Chariots to essentially chase down the Lead Belchers, because obviously these guys are real busy trying to kill those Man-Eaters. And look just how much damage they've done to those Hellstriders. And yeah, I know that the Hellstriders are basic Marauder units, but they're still tier 3, quote-unquote, if you want to call them such. Although it's kind of silly that Hellstriders are tier 3 and Heartseekers are tier 3, because the one would destroy the other with almost no damage done. That's how big of a difference it is. But still. And I mean, I'm not just saying that. I've literally had that happen. Attacking an enemy Hellstrider unit with a Heartseeker unit. I think it was in the Nakari campaign. And yeah, the Heartseekers just killed them hilariously easily. But anyway, these guys are still holding the ground. They're going to have to hold for a while. I guess one of the unfortunate things about having lots of these locations, i.e. lots of locations where we have to defend at the same time, is that, you can see that the blue horrors are out of ammo. The unfortunate thing here is that, well, you have to keep jumping back and forth. If this was a non-cinematic battle, it would be really annoying to see, because it essentially looks like this. Me jump here, give order, jump here, give order, jump here, give order, over and over and over and over again. They're quite boring to watch, but it's also like difficult to control, I guess, although I suppose since it's not a field battle, at least a lot of our units are standing still. Speaking of units, that was not a very good segue, but, you know, I'm going with it. The Herald of Nurgle is in the middle of all this fight, and this entire time has been spamming his Spirit Leech, which is the reason that I recruited him in the first place, on the enemy Ogre Tyrant in the center here. As you can see, the Ogre Tyrant is down to about half HP, though he is not actually surrounded by any of our units, really. So well done to that Herald of Nurgle for that. Now it looks like the enemy is getting some support with the Man-Eaters with Ogre Pistols, and they have gotten 47, 49 now kills, which I guess is not too bad at all. Though I guess if those are Nurglings, then it's a lot worse than it looks. In theory. Also, we've dropped down some of our Chaos Furies. I was thinking that they could help the Demonettes with killing all these Man-Eaters while this blob works on them. And while we can see that these guys have all gotten pretty badly beat up, they also managed to kill 2 of those units of Chaos Furies. So yeah, just gonna have to try to cycle charge this one unit that we have left. Damn all that splash damage. It looks like it's really effective against the Furies, which seem to blob up, so that the enemy Man-Eaters are really good at killing them. Unfortunate fact about Furies, I guess, but there we go. At least they brought a few of those units down. The Demonettes are also almost dead, but they've also done some damage, so I'm conflicted about that. They've killed 6 ogres only, but I think they've dished out quite a bit of damage. And hey, at least this location has held. Now, let's see back here. The Man-Eaters with Ogre Pistols have finally fallen, but they've done about 50% damage to 2 of our units of Hellstriders and 25% to the other, all of which are now going to charge these Warriors of Khorne. I actually didn't want them to charge the Warriors of Khorne. It's unfortunately the pathing that did this. I actually told them all to attack these units of Man-Eaters over here. I was hoping to hit them in the back, but the pathing made it such that they refused to go from here to here. They go right directly into the Warriors of Khorne. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. And the Warriors of Khorne, man, these guys are holding out. I mean, they're barely hurt. They've been fighting this entire time. They've lost 25% HP. They're poisoned. They're tired, or they're chosen. Damn it, chosen Warriors of Khorne. I'm thinking of the faction. Well, I mean, Warriors of Chaos faction. It makes me call them Warriors of Khorne. They're not even Warriors of Khorne. Damn it. Chosen. Man. Would be nice to get some of our own chosen. You gotta love Chosen. But anyway, yeah, they are absolutely amazing here. They've killed this Marauders of Slaanesh with Hell Scourges, which I guess is unsurprising, though they do have 48 melee defense and are holding out quite well. I mean, it is a tier 1 versus a tier 3 unit, to be fair, but that is with all of these units, the Chariots all charging them in the back, and they just don't give a damn. Alrighty, let's check back on what's going on here. It looks like this portion is almost almost a victory on our part. The enemy units are still holding out, but barely so. Also, the enemy Tyrant, oh man, the Spirit Leech just disappeared, but he's almost done for. About 15 to 20% HP remaining. One more Spirit Leech or another attack will finish him there. Also, this entire time we can see that all of these towers have been firing. I have just once again been building the cheapest 500-point towers everywhere. I suppose that with the ogres, I mean, granted they're not ogre bulls, so they do have quite a bit more armor to defend against the lack of armor-piercing damage that these towers have, but the way I figured it, if one of our points got captured, I'd rather have a lot of towers at the same time, even if they didn't do a crazy amount of damage. And there we go, it does seem that they are able to bring some down, and there we go, it looks like the enemy Tyrant is running away, and they have also started to run away on this side as well. Now, the Plague Bearers did hold out here for the entire 5 minutes, but unfortunately they've all been killed to a man, although these Man-Eaters with Iron Fist are down to 8 units left, so it looks like the Plague Bearers did fairly well, though I'm willing to bet at least one of the towers helped out with that. These guys are now unfortunately going to move towards our key building and try to capture that. A really, really fun battle, though, I gotta admit. Although I guess trying to overcome an enemy army that is much more elite than yours generally gets you some fun battles. Now it looks like the enemy Tyrant is running away. We're gonna get one last Spirit Leech on him. Well, ooh, nice hit there from the Allurus. Brings down that Man-Eater with great weapons as he charges in. And now fortunately our Allurus does start on that Steed of Slaanesh and is able to chase down this enemy Tyrant. There we go. Oh, he's still alive? Okay, not for long, though. The way he looked back before turning around was pretty funny. Well done to our Allurus, who is still alive, but clearly pretty good at killing units. Also, over here, I did send our Furies to hopefully chase down some of these units that are running away, and I guess that's one of the bigger problems here. These units are coming back really quickly. But unfortunately, the Man-Eaters with Ogre Pistols ran in and just killed them all in melee. 110 weapon strength, eh? So they've got exactly the same weapon strength on the Ogre Pistols as the Great Weapons do. Although obviously there's a difference in probably in splash and the... no, they do also armor-piercing damage. Interesting. I'd like to compare Man-Eaters with Great Weapons versus Man-Eaters with Ogre Pistols in a one-on-one, just to see how they work there. Anyway, back to it. Over here, the Warriors of... no, the Chosen are still holding out. We just are having a very difficult time moving around the enemy because of the pathing here. Oh man, yeah, one of the most unfortunate things about these... and I have mentioned this before, these little minor settlement battles, is the pathing is just so garbage. Units constantly get stuck, they don't go where you want them to go, but yeah, just another thing to overcome. Now, over here, it looks like the enemy Man-Eaters are all routing, but the Chosen are still only at half HP after all this, and look how much damage we've taken. Our Chariots, our Striders, and our Marauders are all pretty much dead, so we'll have to work on those. We do have another unit of Hell Striders that I did peel away from this, and I just sent them to try to chase down as many enemy units as possible. Now, this is the last location where we will be fighting the enemy. We're slowly trying to get to it. As you can see, the Plague Bearers and our Herald are taking their sweet time trying to catch up, but the rest of our forces are in and trying to surround the enemy. We were also able to hit the enemy in the back with our Allurus over here, who was moving around here to chase down the enemy units, and obviously the goal here is to kill all of these Man-Eaters before the Chaos Spawn get here. And it looks like that does succeed. There we go, the enemy army chain routes, but it was damn close. We are down to 1/3 of our units. A lot of them are very badly beat up. I guess we still do have to kill these Chaos Spawn as well because those units are unbreakable, but damn. Honestly, if those Chosen were unbreakable, I'm pretty sure they would have killed everything over here to a man. They do run at the end of the day, but it was damn close. Yeah, they're still at about 50%, well, maybe 40% HP, but yeah, it would have been really hard to bring them down. Although this entire force would have been able to eventually, especially with our hero and lord there. 'Twas close. It was very close, and I think we got maximum amount of towers built. Yeah, we got 1 tower everywhere by the end, though I guess this, we could have built 2 more if this didn't get captured, but I think it was the right decision to abandon it, so we didn't have to commit a lot of units to holding the ground there. Just those 2 Plague Bearers, which in my opinion did fairly well. Anyway, 1 last unit of spawn to take care of, and we can see all these towers shooting them from here. Now that there's only one unit, the towers are really doing a number on the enemy. And I guess we have our own spawn helping out as well. Plus these guys only have 10 armor as compared to those man-eaters and their 40, plus some of them having their bronze shields with those iron fists. Quite a long battle as well, 8 minutes. Probably one of the longest battles I've had in the Warhammer 3 title as well. I'm discounting, obviously, the fights for the Demon Souls, but that doesn't really, or Daemon Prince Souls, that doesn't really count, does it? Because they're designed to take a while, and you have various stages. I mean, out of standard fights, this is one of, if not the longest one I've had. I might have had one that was like 10 minutes, but yeah, usually 1 to 2 minutes, then the longer fights go 3 minutes, and then this, pretty crazy long. Although we have had some longer, not defenses, but to be honest, we haven't had a lot of defenses, even though I've been playing for a while now. I've had some longer sieges of minor settlements as well when we were on the enemy side, to be fair. But anyway, I'm going to speed this up. We're just going to chase down the few enemy units that are remaining. Obviously, we get more mileage out of our Hellstriders, and the fact that we recruited some of them here. Oh, well done. The Allurus is really good at chasing down individual ogres and bringing them down. Definitely got to keep that in mind. Well done to you, huh? Yeah, well done. Anyway, I just thought for a second that she had different colored eyes like Scarbrand does, but no, they're the same. They're the same. One was just hidden by the camera like this, and it looked like one was much darker than the other. But anyway, well done to the forces for surviving, but it was a damn close one. And yeah, the fact that we don't have walls here and are not capable of building them are a little bit annoying. Let's see what survived, and I'm really curious to see who of our garrison forces that did the most damage to the enemy, i.e. who were the MVP units here? Ooh, alright, that battle turned out to be quite a bit tougher than I was originally expecting. I guess you shouldn't underestimate those man-eaters. They are not ogre bulls by any means. They did quite well. 14k damage on this one, and also don't underestimate the Chosen. I mean, Chosen were always fairly decent, just extremely slow, but yeah, once they got into combat, they were so hard to kill. As you can see, they actually survived, unlike all those ogres, with 38 units still remaining. Yeah, with all that armor, just very, very hard to bring down. The Leadbelchers did get kind of wrecked very fast, but at least they did survive in some ways. But yeah, a really fun battle. A really fun battle. Unfortunately, we had to sacrifice a lot of the units over here, but oh well, I'm not, probably not going to rebuild. I'm just going to transfer what we've got to Warfiend and then keep moving, though. Just want to see 9k. Who did the most damage here? I'm assuming it was the Hellstriders. Ooh, the Chaos Warriors of Khorne did quite well as well. Very, very nice for a basic unit. How did the Blue Horrors of Tzeentch do? Nearly 9k damage as well. Yeah, so it's definitely Blue Horrors, and we got 6k off of our Herald of Nurgle. A lot of that damage came in from spamming our Life Leech, or a Spirit Leech rather, on Mr. Folg over here. Also decent amount of damage on the Demon Nets there, 8k, a little above. And that mostly came from a nice little flanking maneuver, though they did die, every single one of them. It still did very decent damage, but yeah. Hellstriders, very nice. A little bit disappointed in how much damage the spawn of Slaanesh did, but considering that they were fighting primarily monstrous infantry, they're supposed to be infantry blenders, not monstrous infantry blenders. Oh well. Very nice, very nice. Fun battle. We are going to give this to, I guess we gotta go Nurgle because, well, it was a Nurglite defending here. Yeah, sure, let's go Nurgle. Nurgle it is.
Chaos is undying.
And there we are. How much? 2913. Hey, we've almost got that 3k quest. We have one to get 3k of any single one, so almost there. Forbidden Rod for this guy, though he doesn't really need it. Undivided Corruption everywhere. Monolith of Katam. Okay. The land itself erupts in obsidian spines from far below, some coated in crimson blood, some in noxious bile, others exuding a bewitching, bittersweet fragrance, and others still bearing a shimmering halo of eldritch flame. The ruinous powers lay claim to this realm. Well, they already had claim to the monolith of Catan, but sure. Why not? Oh, frickin' hell, another one of these damn... So this is like the second or third time we've seen this. It seems that the ice squirt goes here, past the hell pit, moves all the way around through the mountains and goes back to attack this. Very, very irritating. Hopefully she now doesn't try to attack the Altar of Spawns, which obviously isn't going to do so well at defending itself. I guess we'll have to figure that out. Also, we're at -4 control now. What's the control so negative from? Collected income and stuff. Yeah, we do need to get another control building in the monolith. Alright, you know what? Fine. Screw that growth. It is a 20 growth lowering, but honestly, the 5th level of the Greyling Moon does nothing for us, does it? It increases the garrison a little bit by giving us exalted demonettes over regular demonettes, or increasing their amount, as well as some other nice stuff, but 16k for this and without the ability to build a new building doesn't seem all that worthwhile to me. So let us delete those, screw that growth, we'll replace it with a control building, because clearly we need it. Also, wait, there's still little elements of these armies alive. Are you able to destroy them? You can't move. You have to get those Heartseekers for Mal'gamoth. Alrighty, well, it looks like we'll have to send Warfiend out here to do it for us then. And I guess, oh yeah, we'll give the units here to Warfiend, then Warfiend will personally bring them to Mal'gamoth. As for Mal'gamoth, you know what? Perhaps we no longer need to move out there. Perhaps we can move back and just have Warfiend bring us our stuff. That's probably the better way to do it. In that light, I think we go to the bridge. And then we possibly go to... Wait, I was about to say ambush stance, but maybe not. Maybe we just go march stance. And start moving over here. I don't think this guy can reach us in a single round. And we go down to, or up to the Tower of Crack, because most likely these two units are trying to attack us at the same time. Also, have we ever defeated Zarina Katerin on Mal'gamoth? Do we have a... see, defeated Castalton? No, I don't see defeated Katerin, so that's certainly something to look forward to. Alrighty, if we can get Mal'gamoth to do it himself. Now, you guys stay as you are. Do you need to recruit anything else for Warfiend? Nah, there's not enough Cornate stuff in here. Although the, we could also get a bunch of Heartseekers for Warfiend, as that would really work out with his army, wouldn't it? Especially if he has the regular Corn Warriors all over the place. Something to think about, but not right now. It's not that we can afford this. We're about to go negative anyway. Yeah, so deal with that. Kygast, you can go out of march stance and stay here. I'd like to get you a couple more blue horrors. They're so cheap and they're so useful to defend. Although, you know what? No. I just realized that, yeah, do we really need to go even more negative? The regular pink horrors are pretty cost effective though, at least in terms of their missile damage. Probably something to think about. Maybe even replacing some of these Furies with them, although the Furies are pretty cheap as well at 78. And they get reasonably good mileage. Okay, fine, we'll keep it as it is for now. Garrison Lord not moved, I don't care. Unassigned skill points similarly don't care. Damaged buildings do care, repair that up, please. Oh, really, you're gonna damage our buildings now? We really need a hero to act as an assassin, perhaps since I'm not really intending on using you all that much in this army. What trait do you have? Oh, you have discipline though. Oh, that's nice. While we may not necessarily have that in Mal'gamoth's army, we could put that in another army as well. We'll have to make somebody else an assassin, and I think an Allurus could serve. I don't want to use a Plague Ridden for that purpose. I could definitely use one of these guys, though they do have nice casting abilities. We do have to also give a mage to the to Warfiend, but if he's going Slaanesh and Khorne, for example, I still haven't decided on all those mixes yet. If he's going Slaanesh and Khorne, then he get the Lore of Shadows here, which would work out well with the Khornate lineup. I'll think about that. Because the Tzeentch Iridescent Horror would work out there fairly well as well. But anyway, I believe we end one more turn here. Though we are starting to run out of time. That battle took certainly took a while. That was fun. It is really annoying how this random army just showed up though, and I guess this is also one of the annoying things about this particular What is this? Fruits of the Garden, Nurgle Glory plus 60, swell. It is one of those annoying things about Norska as well, similar to, well, or, what? Is this another full stack belonging to these guys? Where are they coming from? What are these? What the heck are these? Another full stack. Oh man, that's annoying. Okay, well, Warfiend, you're gonna need to react to this. You can't reach this, but okay, let's destroy these guys. I think we should be able to auto-resolve this, I think. Really? Valiant defeat? Really? Heartseekers can't deal with this? Okay, let's just fight this super quick. That's kind of stupid. I somehow doubt it, but hey, I could be wrong. Maybe those Chaos Warriors of Khorne are unkillable even by Heartseekers, or maybe it's because the enemy Tyrant's gonna be extremely hard to bring down. Who knows? Or maybe the auto-resolve has just gone completely off its rocker. Okay, well, they do hold a high position. That's fine. Let's do this. Heartseekers, you're going to hit them in the back because we want to preserve you. Nurglings, you're going to roll right at them, and you're going to follow along. Oh, you can't Vanguard deploy. You don't even need to. Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, Group 4. Start battle. Nurglings, group up and away. You guys move aside. Move aside. We'll use you because you're anti-large to kill the enemy Tyrant. We'll use the Heartseekers to kill the enemy Warriors of Khorne, and that should do. Let's also speed it up a little bit and slow it down now. And then you guys get ready to hit those lead belchers while you guys hit those warriors. Ignore the Tyrant, kill the warriors. Hit blood belchers. We already know from the last battle that you can kill them just fine. One of you Heartseekers hit that warrior, one of you guys hit them in the back. And now. There we go. Nice surround. Alrighty, you guys kill those lead belchers. Hit them till they die. Let's see. Chosen. Oh, did I say Warriors of Khorne? Chosen Warriors of Khorne. Close enough. Yeah, alright. They're taking some damage, although it's taking even the Heartseekers with their armor piercing quite a while to do the deed. Alright, you guys are dead? Alrighty, yeah. You guys, I guess, can move around the Tyrant. Warriors of Khorne still aren't routing either. Nice job. Alright, speed it back up. And surround the Tyrant. Everybody kill Tyrant, please. These armies run away, or did they? I guess we'll find out in a second. What did they have coming in as reinforcements? A single Tyrant? Okay, we'll send the... Okay, the one unit of Khorne won't survive. Let's also cast from you to make this a little bit faster. There we go. Now chase him down. All of you chase him down. Nurglings, go annoy that other Tyrant for a few seconds while these guys finish this one off. I don't want these armies coming back. Why are there two of them? Not Tyrants, I mean other armies from this guy. As in this faction, can you get another one of these on? I can't believe this wasn't auto-resolvable game. What are you doing? Alright, please be... Nah, it's Nurglish. Okay, I was hoping for Coronate. Oh, well. Although, yeah, we have a Herald of Nurgle. Of course it was Nurglish. Or is it Nurglite? I swear I've read both Nurglish and Nurglite. Well, I think something is Nurglish, but a force or a devotee is Nurglite. I think that's the way. But I've definitely heard both used in various novels, so I just think they refer to different things. Okay, anyway, there we go. That's the end of that Tyrant, and I guess that's another army probably full of man-eaters that we're gonna have to deal with. But seriously, anybody knows what's up with this army? Why is it? Where is it coming from? Why does it have so many forces? And why? Well, I guess I know why it keeps going for us, because the AI likes to focus the player for, you know, craziness. Oh man. And it's getting really tough to, like, expand. We need to expand and get more money. Wow, look at that glory. Let's give it to everyone, I guess. Income from all buildings, swell, but you're not going to be around much longer. You're going to march stance now, and you're going to give your stuff to Warfiend, and then you're going to delete yourself, although I hope that we won't need you. It really depends on where this guy's going. Warfiend, take stuff, please. You need to transfer it. Go into March stance. Thank you. Wait, actually, you didn't need to be in March. Whatever. Take these guys. Thank you. There you go, and then you. Goodbye. Wait, no. Let's take away your stuff. If we bring you back, we'll give it back. There you go. Oh, actually, you leveled up to a high level. If only you didn't have useless garbage cunning, then I might have kept you around. Oh well. Fairly well. Alright, 292, still negative, but not, you know, as negative. And Warfiend technically has a 20 stack, even though this is the weirdest little army with almost no melee. At least it's super highly mobile. Yeah, start moving over here. And do we end another turn? How are these guys doing? They're almost there. Can you reach this one? No. I'm willing to bet they're going to attack this at the same time together. We could march stance up here with Mal'gamoth and force them to attack us. But if the AI was clever, it would then siege this and then both armies would attack Mal'gamoth, and I don't particularly like that. Let's go here then. 75% ambush chance here, though I'm willing to bet we're gonna get found out by those heroes. This guy can probably reach this in march stance. Oh, I'd love to fight this in the field. Not that we have time for another battle this episode, unfortunately. Let's give these guys some levels, though, before we end one more turn. Oh, you're so close to that deadly onslaught. Let's get you... Woundmaker is kind of garbage because you're on your chariot now, but I might eventually switch you off of that and put you on that Steed of Slaanesh instead. Because, once again, I haven't been super impressed with that Exalted Secret Chariot. It's like Cetra, you know? You can get a lot of mileage out of running Cetra around on his Super Chariot, but... you need to control the rest of the army, too, and in those cases, it's not all that useful. Let's get 1 point in Moonmaker, just in case we switch to the Steed. Let's get to you. Not quite immortal yet. If anything, shouldn't all demons technically be immortal? If they're dying in the material world, they're just getting banished. They're not getting destroyed. Just saying, game, just saying. Let's get... well, I guess we could put some points in Stream of Corruption to get it spammable, but I do want to get the Blight Boil just in case we need an explosion, especially if we, you know, reduce the numbers of heroes that we have here. You can get a Disc of Zinch, but we might as well just get the Burning Chariot afterwards. So it's not a waste of points. Go Magical Reserves and let's get Final Transmutation, as it is a pretty darn decent spell. I mean, I suppose so is Transmutation of Light. You know what? Let's get Transmutation of Lead instead, because it's an area effect, and minus 24 melee attack is pretty decent. Alrighty, there we go. Let's end one more turn. Wait, there's another damage building? Really? You gotta be kidding me. Stop that. What an annoyance. Alrighty, Doomkeep's almost upgraded, though, so that's nice. Do you provide more control? No. I was about to spend some cash, but it looks like we ain't doing that. Let's... if we go for Pageants of Perfection, we could get even more money generated here. But it's the control. Control is the problem. You know what? You're gonna switch back to control. Man, but the money. Damn it. Would we be able to get 50 control? Well, probably without the stance, no. Does this increase the amount of control? No. That doesn't increase the amount of control either. So essentially, the only control we'll be getting is out of this chain, and it's just not giving us enough. Collected income -4 and difficulty, so it's a permanent -8 essentially. So if we get this building maxed out, it'll be a +8, I think. Please tell me it's +8 and not +4. Yeah, it's +8, so we'll have a +4, which will then drop to +2, and then it'll zero out. Oh, actually, it'll never. No, that won't work, will it? Unless this gives us control. No, it doesn't. Damn it! Why do so few buildings give control? I think we have no choice. I'd love to make the money, but I guess we have to go for this building. Okay. It is what it is. It is what it is. And I believe that's it for the upgrades that we can, well, afford for now. Also, aren't you a growth building that is no longer required at Doomkeep? Let's delete you, replace you with control and other sort of stuff. Okie dokie. One more turn. Let's end it. Let's see what these guys do, whether they siege or attack, and then we'll deal with it next time. Here they go, and looks like one siege and one fool who is about to get killed by Mal'gamoth at the start of the next episode. Oh, I like that there's a buried skull over there. Throt, you are still useless garbage. Try harder. Go conquer some stuff, or raid some stuff, or do anything. I'm also willing to bet Urson will roar again soon. Alrighty, ooh, we just got 3k, so I think... Tower of Crack Besiege, there we go. Mightiest Fortress, wait, no, that's not what I was thinking of. Upgrade any settlement to building 5. Your Mightiest Fortress, yada. There we go, this is the one I was thinking of. Plus 3,000 favor and a bunch of corn glory, and hey, we got a little bit of money coming in. Strive to gain further glory from the gods of chaos. Through servitude to the ruinous powers may be found boundless power. Swell. And yeah, we have 3,000 of everybody except Undivided, which is probably what we're gonna go with. Recruit 2 units and get Undivided glory. Okie dokie. Ascend in any service to any Chaos God, which will probably be Undivided. Yes. Or as an Undivided champion of all. Yeah, okay. Now, What we need to see is where you're going. Oh, another second army. Seriously, what is up with this little minor faction? And the question now is where we defend. You know what? Go... if you go to the Bay of Blades, will they start moving to the altar? Wait, where are they facing? Honestly, this is kind of unclear, but it seems to me they're trying to go to the altar. Let's go march stance. And then we'll pick where we land. Because, yeah, that guy was facing this guy is facing here. So it looks like he's looking to make landfall here. The problem there is that he might make landfall here and then move to the Bay of Blades, which obviously wouldn't be able to defend itself against that stack. I suppose what we could do is go right here next turn and then pop into ambush stance. Well, regardless, I guess that's going to be another problem for next time, because we're definitely out of time. Next time, we start the episode out by attacking Anton Torsky over here, and then following up, hopefully, by attacking the Tsarina Catherine with her pretty nice army. She's got some Ice Guard and a couple of Elemental Bears. Exciting to fight that, and then a third stack of Kislev coming in over here. I just want to point out that Kislev, the Ice Court, has not gotten a single soul. They're not even bothering with us. They're just attacking us, sending non-stop full stacks. Man, this stack alone, probably worth like 1.5 times as much as our stack. Each one of these Streltsy costs 250 for a player, I believe. And these guys, I don't remember. Well, I guess it's exactly twice the reduction, so yeah, we would not be able to afford a stack like this. This alone is like 1,200 or 1,500 points. Just the Streltsy by itself are 1,500 money, and then there's all this and all this. Yeah, damn, the Escort's doing quite well. How many territories do they have? Oh, they won't talk. I'm just curious. Yeah, they got 24 territories, and they're sending every single stack to us, though they are at war with seemingly everybody. Really would be nice if some of the demons did something. Oh, look, Exiles of Khorne is down to 1. What if you'd be able to eat? No. Still not willing to vassalize. A shame. What about you, Poxmakers? Hey, you got a little bit stronger. Maybe if you helped out against those Kislev fights, 'twould be nice. 'Twould be very nice. Also, why are the Imperials also weak? Who's been killing them? Huh? Perhaps it's perhaps wait. Goldtooth is on the map. Where is? Yeah, you're alive, aren't you? Yes. How are you guys doing? Maybe we can ally with you. Disciples of the Moss, Greg the Slaughterer, non-aggression pack -4, eh? 14,000 money. Okay, what about if we declare war on somebody? We're not fighting with... Okay, well, that's not helpful. Seriously, who the heck is this faction? Challenge Stone Pack. Okay, well, regardless... Oh, wow. This tells me that they probably have at least one more army than this, judging by their balance of power. Well, damn. Hopefully we can destroy them. Anyway, I keep digressing because I'm having a pretty fun time, but all things have to come to an end, so I gotta call the episode here. Next time, killing many, many, many Kislevites. So with that said, as always, I do appreciate any and all feedback with regards to the gameplay or the way I do things on this channel. Don't forget to leave a like and comment for your friendly neighborhood heretic. All glory to the algorithm, and thanks for watching.